enlighten kita ng public. We are accountable to the people. Kasi klaro siya, porque ahora natin sufrihin ang mga political leaders dito, mga gente. Kaya an natang pagadian, man natang biraki. Kaya pero ustedes hindi nyo mga trawawali. Kung sa klase leaders mga mo. Ahora talya tayo no, Presidente Council, ta procurata men. Pone daw cosa se regional offices aquí, busca daw lote. Sigano, repeat yan lang, broken record kasi. Tatuan lahat, police, mo pwede lang bukas sinadat. Kanyada, kita gusto ba siya? Bukay ka mo, otro pa nila para akal tiyan impact ko ng mga gente ba? Tagmirat, touch the lives of the people. Kasi, para di nyo, shock lang kasi. Kasi kaya eleksyon, tampariya lang tamang kamuli. Bakit naman artista ba? Peacefully, it's an exercise in futility. Hindi pwede siya. Tampa, hero itong kamuli.
Our former consultant of the DILG.
Yeah, because Rex, if you will think deeply, the best gat lugar para po ni el regional office el Zamboanga because tadi el Basilan, tadi el Sulu, el Tawi-Tawi, they can come to Zamboanga City. Hindi abla anda pa napagadian. The best lugar gat supposed to be el Zamboanga City ngayon. Na problema lang kay noy atende el Zamboanga City kun el regional offices. Mira to napagadian. Kenya lugar el mga regional offices. Naamo sa el kwan pero sige lang the best place ngayon para as a regional office akigat na Zamboanga.
But anyway, Basilan, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi are not included in Region 9, no? And another is, if we recall, during the time of Noynoy Aquino, President Aquino, he issued memorandum circular declaring moratorium on the transfer of the regional office from Zamboanga to Pagadian. Memorandum circular is temporary. It cannot amend for 2-9. Now, when President Duterte took over, he issued memorandum circular number 78. That moratorium of President Aquino became crematorium. It was amended. So, there is a circular issued by President Duterte to temporarily retain DOLI, DOT, and DTI in Zamboanga City. That is just temporary. Time will come that another president will be directing that all regional offices should go to Pagdaan because that is mandated by Executive Order 49. Yan dapat natin intindihin. We are not against, we are not in favor, but we are talking about the law. The law will always say that unless 429 is amended or repealed. Di ba, John?
Correct siya. Well, kita ba tampa kwan diato lang nga ni mismo issue ki put up a one-stop shop para sa mga hindi na anda na City Hall, anda na Sanggunian, anda na Red Cross, anda donde. Sigana no pwede ita Senada, no pwede ita man-realize para sa mga gente, hindi naman kwan, na un lugar lang Ara ese pa regional center, gusto ka mo ba? Gusto ya. Pendehada siya. Pan lang ba, nakaliatan mira na gente, Elial Hiruli, paano pa ba siyang transfer sa regional office? Ito kasi more than 10 years ago kasi.
30 years.
Ha?
30.
13?
30. 30. 1990. Good.
Yung
31 years.
Kibir kali isi. Masisi man tayo si issue. Yate niya kita di deputies, speakers, el mayor ahora, Ben Clipa ko, do not deny that mayor. Yate niya kita chairman ali del infrastructure, si Congressman Celso, mga mapaitistos. Pero tayo na po sila, no man sila sa man workout. Ahora kayo na masila man prekura sila. Gusto ya. Stop it. Tandehada din. Gusto ya siya. Sabahat mo para that public, gusto ya sa mga issue, bira-bira ka mo issue siya. Hindi na siya pwede. Asa we have been saying political issues
At saka isa, John,
sao kita ba kanino?
Sunny Boy. That is the reason why our progress and development are, sabi natin na, obstructed because we are thinking of something that is hoping against hope. Di ba? What has been done cannot be undone. What has been undone cannot be done. Let's think of new ideas ba? thinking about that regional center, that's stupidity. We are wasting our time. Come up with something that will give a better future for the people of Zamboanga City. Let us stop that regional center issue. That is no longer applicable. Think of how we can develop Bitali, Coroan, Sangali, Kulyanan, Taloksangay, Ayala, and Labuan. These are very important issues so that people of the future generations will be benefited of what you are doing now. Sanipoy, what do you think of this?
Yeah, tama po. Kasi instead of focusing our effort on other issues, why not focus itong local issue natin? If I still remember, long before the regional transfer, halos lahat ng mga regional offices are here in Zamboanga City.
Yeah, before.
Before that executive order. Pero anong nangyari? It was not sustained, napabayaan. Ngayon nandoon na sa ibang lugar, then nagkukumahog tayo, ulit kukunin yun. Those opportunities were lost kasi napabayaan eh. Kumbaga. Of course, as you said, ito kasi political issue. So, kung ano man ang what has been done could not be undone anymore. Ang tignan na lang natin ngayon, ano ba ang situation natin ngayon? Then we will focus on it. Instead of sabihin natin dealing with those issues na mahirap nang gawin, why not focus on developing other barangays in our city? Ito na lang ang pagtuunan natin. Anyway, we can live even without those regional centers dito sa Zamboanga City.
Anyway, there is nothing wrong in allocating, acquiring lots for the city, no? Maybe for the city hall, one-stop shop area, and for the isolation facilities, which are very necessary at present. Isolation facilities could be converted into evacuation center later on. So walang logi, di ba? Yan ang dapat natin tutukan. You are thinking of something that is not unreachable. Let us forget that already. So, ang dapat gawin dito, yung anong kabutihan ng Zamboanga para masolba dito ang ating traffic congestion, overpopulation in the city proper. We cannot solve this problem unless we expand the development. John, di ba?
Totoo yan. Buti kita sila dati si klase issue. Anda ka mo aral yun, kahit takemal yun, na lower kalarian. Ali mira. Manada takemal, right now, fire is racing ground. Ali ka mo, anda.
Yan start siya, 4 o'clock.
Yes eh. Makadurmido pa ka mo.
I think bien manada kat ali biktima Jun akel nihisita ayuda del mga politician. Liba man kanila na eskwela del Baliwasan, el mga fire victim. El mga politician na kinasambuanga alyak otedes anda na Baliwasan elementary na eskwela del Baliwasan. Kay para pwede mira ko del mga biktima del kema.
Puede ser, no más ese issue unreachable ese, no? Usted difícil ese papel lang kamo li kasi kay eleksyon kaya retan kamo man raise ese issue kasi popular ka issue talyatan mga ugo mga botes namin sige kunesos mira kamo may gane they haven't proven to you your life have not been alleviated by these people pato termino esos abo na po kita ko sani boy.
Our time is 7:19 tayo, no? I would like to greet my kumpare Roger Tan and his family, and of course my greetings to those who celebrated their birthdays this month, no? First, March 15, my eldest son Percival celebrated his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday Percival.
Then March 17, our favorite, one of our favorites host dito sa itong tawag nito yung radio station dito, si Goldfinger celebrated his birthday on March 17. March 18, FBR celebrated his birthday. his 93rd birthday, si former President Fidel V. Ramos, 93 anyos na. Nagtanong sila bakit ganun katagal ang kuan ni Ramos sa ibang Ilocano. Sabi ng Ilocano, saluyot ang bagoong make Ilocano strong. They are vegetarian. Kaya si Enrile is 98 ha. You can just imagine ha.
Pero,
They are eating more of vegetables and itong fruits. But anyway, I would like also to greet our former colleagues here in this station. Philip Aboy, the former member of this station, and Raymond Karandang, our co-pilot here before. And of course, all our friends worldwide because we are live on Facebook and YouTube. So anyway, John, will you continue your comment on that issue?
gusto ko lang mag-add, basta March ba, very memorable. May isang date dyan, memorable. Entire world. Ano yan? Baka hindi kayo. March 16, 1521, when Magellan discovered the Philippines.
Pero ya habla si Rex, si Magellan daw, ya hace locuras con el cuadro.
Naamo gani si siya hero kung Magellan, kung lapu-lapu, pasya lang sila
Kung
pekaw.
casa si Magellan na magtanda, habla si Rex.
So ba?
Well, anyway, on March 19, pala celebration na ng nipyo ko si Alfred Manaya, retired police officer.
Oh my goodness.
Talking of that 500 year of, sabi nila, Christianity, well, anyway, there are a lot of celebrations during that year, no? During this year. We have the 500 anniversary on the heroism of Lapu-Lapu. That is one. And another is 500-year anniversary of the abusive Spanish colonial regime. They used religion and Christianity to abuse the people. When they arrived in Mactan, in Cebu, Mactan, they baptized the natives there pagan ba? Because they cannot marry a pagan, that is against their religion. After baptizing everybody there, they started marrying the women, and not only marrying, but they started raping. You can just imagine. No? Until Lapu-Lapu arrived and they fought the sailors of Magellan until Magellan was killed. That's according to an unwritten history of Cebu. Another issue on abuses of the Spaniards using religion is, it was written in the book of Rizal, Nolit Mi Tanghiri, where the Spanish friar, Father Damaso, asked the childless couple to send their wives doon sa simbahan magdasal ba? So, yung asawa ni Kapitan Tiago, parang barangay kapitan din noon, pinapunta doon sa simbahan kasama yung ibang mga childless women. No? Sabi ni Father Damaso, isa-isa lang, mahinang kalaban. Isa-isa. So, everyday, isang wife lang pupunta doon. So, after a few months, nabuntis yung asawa ni Kapitan Tiago. So, nagiging lalo na na-encourage yung iba, di ba? Pinapunta asawa nila doon magdasal ba? I think that is in Antipolo. After 1 year, anak-anak na sila. Nagtaka sila bakit ang mukha parpareho.
Mestizo.
These are the abuses committed by the Spaniards using religion. You can just imagine.
My
We
goodness.
learn nothing from them except bad habits. They have damaged our culture. Ako para sa akin, well, I do not want to think of the Spanish regime.
Pero you will not be named Rex if not because of the Spanish regime.
Well, practically tayo lahat may iti tayo ng Espanyol, di ba? Iti ng Espanyol ba?
No, you will. I will not be named Edgardo also if not because of the Spanish regime.
My great grandfather was Espanyol, is mestizo.
Por eso
But eventually nawala yan. Lahat tayo may dugong na Espanyol eh. Iti ng Espanyol.
mayroon yan.
Oh.
Por eso costumbre dito.
Yeah.
High-tempered, pulpiador, rojo, todo de tali, na de Espanyol man eh.
High pride, egoistic,
High
pretentious,
pride,
lahat, no?
makinuay nada, asilang sunal, bolsal sen, akagali, labi tubo lang. Ba, hita.
Good morning, Unti Willie Adnan, Joel sa Balawaregi.
Well, by the way, the irony of this is that month of March is Fire Prevention Month, and yet, manada kayo mo?
No.
Fire Prevention Month, di ba, kagawat? Ano kasi man si klase si fire department yato, hindi man tasik kaso sila kung yung mga anunsyo del
Ayaw,
para sa dissemination.
Alyara kung di kayo majuno pwede entral track kayo no'y kamino.
Naku pwede, yung kanya pasa kay after kalarian niya, asisenya kumingol pulyo, ikaw, portiste. Akil gali, yung mire, grande man yung umo. Kaya magali. Pero sabi ko, okay pasada, kaya man widen niya kamino. Ako, kinagali. Mire,
Kaya
ano naman siya. Akil gali, kema. Narataki o. Napwede kita mira.
Well, actually, interior part of halos lahat na lugar dito sa Sambunga, including Titoan, ang lilit ng mga ano diyan, yung mga daan sa mga private subdivisions, ay tayo. Kinopya kasi nila sa Kalisa area doon sa Guardia Nacional ba? Meaning, some of our people in some have not gone to other places. Makita nila mga subdivisions, 6 to 8 meters ang daan. Dito, 3 meters, I tell you. Paano makapasok ang fire truck dyan? So anyway, it's about time that our barangay should implement this new, I think there is an ordinance that roads should be widened from 6 to 8 meters sa subdivision. Para kung mayroong emergency, makapasok yung truck, gaya ngayon. Di ka not enter.
Di ka not,
diba?
di ka not.
Sugpon yung hose nila.
Oh.
Pero kung mahaba ng hose, wala na.
Malaki pa, malaki.
Hindi na makaabot ang tubig kasi sobrang haba ng hose. So tama ka dyan, dapat yan ang pagtutukan ng ating mga local officials. Paano natin ma-widen ang road, not only in the national highway, but yung mga secluded, isolated roads pa doon sa mga subdivisions, mga private subdivisions, yun dapat ay tutukan para kung may sunog man, madali pa gano'n.
Correct. Oo, ganyan yan. Pero mayroon isang official naghambog pa na he built a road dyan sa the best road.
Di ba, amo mo yun?
Anong road yun?
Nagyabang siya nga, he has also constructed the road. Daisy Road.
Oh, pwede.
Dina Rose Road in Zamboanga,
Makahuya.
aggravated by concrete walls constructed on sidewalks. Ay, tilyo.
Pwede pala na Aurora Village. Di model pa. Mapait. The best access road.
Pero
so far.
before yung complain si Rex, malo ka na niya kamino yun. Pero after yung complain si Rex,
Por eso ganyan tagali. Bibigilan kita.
Lahat tayo doon, meron tayong John,
Oh.
later
So,
on,
we dropped the case against itong district engineer because of fair naman tayo.
It was acted
Fair naman
immediately.
tayo. Pag you do your job well, wala naman yan sa amin. Wala kaming personal grudge anybody dyan. You just do your job damn well. Hindi ba, kagawad? Yan naman yan.
and that is the product of vigilance, no?
Vigilance.
If we are not vigilant, that road is still shabby. So, we encourage our people to be more vigilant. Because
Karo ka rin
we
yan.
have the duty, we have the responsibility to monitor the performance of our public servants. Kapag hindi tama, let us bring it up to the higher up. We brought this matter to the President's Complaint Center, to the Ombudsman, to the Department of Secretary Villar, and when Villar talk the letter, he immediately directed the regional director of Samanga to allocate funds for the purpose of rehabilitation or repair of that Fifth Street in our village. Immediately. You can just imagine. But if we did not complain with John and with the Pagbabago members, maybe up to now, we still have a very shabby road. Di ba, John?
Pues so kaya sa road, miraan na yung kunakil Aurora Village. Así na hace cosas también el Pagbabago. Si no sabe usted de hacer, just come to us, we'll share. Patimoto naman. Hace. And the presidential legal officer under Attorney Panelo, we'll be very happy, we'll be very glad. Kaya sila gani mimutan ng karis ka na to. Yan, presidente gani, chinig yung hotline na 8888. Bakit makita hindi si Tausa? Sige. Taxpayers kita.
Anyway, modest aside, no? That Fifth Street Road, I think that is the best road among the subdivisions in Zamboanga City. It was constructed in such a way that it will not need repairs even for the next 50 years. Yan ang dapat na magandang karsada. Yung drainage system, yung concrete box type. there is a drainage system on both sides of the road. So, I tell you, for the next 50 years, you're trying to say, we will have no problem in our roads, particularly the Fifth Street of Aurora Village. So, these are all lessons na for us to be vigilant, for us to exercise our duty responsibility to monitor government projects. Hindi to sa po yun. We have, I think I was reminded of may complaint na yung sa kanto ng Alfaro at saka yung yung Palkatan. There was one dump truck siguro poured in that particular corner, but now it was again. Siguro, I think, I don't know, it is the responsibility of the city engineer's office, no? Maybe we can coordinate with the city engineer's office to temporarily fill that up kasi lumalalim ng lumalalim.
Tama po. In fact, isa pang problema namin, yung tubig doon sa Alfaro, yung hindi na maalis-alis yung tubig doon. For how many times you already requested for the declogging machine para tanggalin yung tubig doon? Pero temporary lang. Pagka tinanggal mo yun, you declog it, nawawala. But ilang oras lang bumabalik na
Pero
naman.
may leaking siguro dyan.
Ang isa yata doon, number one, is yung drainage, existing drainage, clog na talaga. So, imagine how big is the drainage. Pero, mga ganun na lang siguro, about 6 inches or 4 inches na lang hindi napuno ng putik, hindi napuno yung, so, it has to be declogged. Pero that is beyond the resources or capability of the barangay. That's why for several times we already requested the office of the city engineer. Nagpupunta naman sila, but that is only temporary. Temporary.
That will only show what kind of engineering work we have sa mga. Parang kawa yun yan, iba? Kawa.
Kawa talaga.
Anong klase mga engineers?
Sa engineering office natin, Rex, andun sa separated sa City Hall,
Doon sa Paseo del Mar.
Paseo del Mar.
And the only remedy there is to declog it. Pero yung declogging parang medyo nahirapan sila
Di ba
siguro.
merong drainage system?
Yeah, there is an ongoing ngayon from
Will that solve the
Palkatan going to Anangka Drive.
Sa lower portion.
Yeah. In fact, kung matandaan natin, supposed to be yung one-way traffic scheme dapat na implement yung March 1. Pero hindi yan natuloy for some reasons. Pero blessing in disguise, hindi natuloy kasi nakita doon ng problema. Yun pala, hindi sakop yung pag-rehabilitate o kaya kasama yung drainage system, yung doon mismo sa lugar kung saan matubig. So we had a meeting last week together with the district engineer and the contractor. Of course, kasama doon si Mr. Ras, yung assistant city administrator. So napag-usapan doon, we have to address that area kung saan yung palaging tinutubig doon. So isinama na rin nila ito. Hopefully, pagka nag-umpisa na yan, sana wala ng problema yung tubig doon. Unlike before kasi, wala pa yung ospital. Lahat ng tubig pumupunta sa may bakanteng lote, but this time filled up na yun eh. So mataas na yung area, wala nang pupuntahan yung tubig. Of course, we expect it doon sa drainage, but the problem with the drainage system, masyado ng puno, clog na yung ano.
But anyway, our friend with John, si Engineer Christopher Navarro. I tell you. We wrote him a letter about all this palpak projects sa city, no? So, why these concrete walls are constructed
On top
that
of the
includes
sidewalk.
sidewalks, no? Sidewalks and there's no more space for that small road, that narrow road in the Daisy Road in Giwan and Tugungan. Kasi yung concrete walls nasa sidewalk na. When Christopher Navarro, Engineer Navarro answered us, he did not mention why they failed to supervise the construction of that wall, that concrete wall.
He did not also order to destroy it.
In fact, we mentioned that the city engineer is a city engineer of government projects, not a city engineer of his office. And he reacted, but without answering our questions on this illegal construction of side concrete walls and even itong mga ornamental sidewalks, fronted ornamentals, flower garden, I tell you.
Saan ba na?
Diyan sa lugar ni Sunny Boy. Alam ni Sunny Boy yan.
Dito sa Veteran sabi niyo?
Palkatan.
Sa Palkatan, in fact, the other day, the team from the ILG, from the City Engineer's Office, they conducted an ocular inspection on that area. But according to them, yung lugar na yun, parang private daw yun. Kasi kung sana it is government, sabihin natin is a sidewalk, dapat sana giniba na lang because they were already there. The city engineer, the DILG, and some other government representative of the government agencies. Siguro, according to their inspection doon, they conducted an ocular inspection, wala daw paglabag.
Wala.
Wala daw.
Ano?
Kasi accordingly,
Walang paglabag pero may labog.
Anong paglabag?
accordingly, yung area na yun, sa may-ari
Violation
daw
na
yun.
violation.
Walang.
Yeah.
Ang sidewalk sa may-ari.
Hindi yun sidewalk.
Hindi daw sidewalk.
So, I
yun?
think the best thing is for the city engineer's office to conduct a survey
Yes.
of the lot of that stupid fellow who is planting, who is enclosing with hollow blocks yung sidewalks doon. Conduct a survey.
Dalawang area kasi
I'm
yun.
very sure that
The other one, on the right
sa labas
side,
yun
on the right side of the road, yung talagang paliko ka, and the other one nandoon sa left. So, pinuntahan nila talaga, they were there.
Hindi daw private
Well,
phone daw yan.
Kami,
Mayroon bang private road sa sidewalks? Sidewalks is part of government
ano
roads.
daw, nag-setback daw.
Ha?
Anyway,
Setback.
sabi namin, kung mayroon paglabag, then dapat talaga
The
to do
only
something
solution
about
is
it.
conduct a survey.
Yes.
Hindi pwede sabihin mo, tingnan mo na nga, hindi, walang paglabag. Surveyin mo ng lupa ng mga naka-violate doon.
The same is true yung doon sa may welcome arc sa may Altamol. Siguro maaari ang one of these days baka gigibain na rin yun. If you look at the structure, yung arco, nakatayo yun doon sa may sidewalk. So, napag-usapan namin yesterday during our regular session, kako pag meron paglabag, then wala tayong magawa. Kasi unang-una, meron tayong road clearing.
Correct.
Lahat ng obstruction sa sidewalk dapat talaga gibain. Whether it is private or government, dapat talaga tayo ang manguna.
Ang problema, bakit na-construct ito?
Yeah,
Yun,
that was constructed long time ago.
City Engineer's Office is not functioning. Kasi if they are going around, they can see as they start yung construction, they can stop already, they can caution already. I remember John, when I constructed my house in 1974, there was an engineer, I think Engineer Bilyabia, who was going around inspecting even your plan, whether you are following the specification in your house. You can just, private house, in-inspect na, may building permit, okay. Did you follow the 2x6 kahoy, 2x4, whatever? That is how the city engineer's office before was functioning. But this time, they are all inside their office. Mayroong engineers, supervising engineers, yung mga project engineers, but they are all inside their office. Otherwise, kung they are going out, makita nila yung ina-espalto during rainy days. I tell you, General Engineer Navarro, our friend.
There is only one reason siguro. Highly influential sa inyo. Masya, untouchable
Anyway,
masya, pikutuin lang pwede lang
yeah.
Ito yan.
Meron kasi reklamo brought to the office of the city engineer regarding that arc, which accordingly, yung isang, ano ba yung tawag doon, yung paa ng, ng arc. If you go to Tugbungan, yung sa right side, na naka-obstruct daw ito sa kanilang property. So, tinignan namin, we conducted an ocular inspection together with the city engineer's office. Then, sa tingin naman namin talaga, nandoon siya on top of the sidewalk. But that this ark was constructed long time ago. Ibig sabihin, yung mali nung nauna, kami ngayon ang naabutan because of the complaint from that businessman dahil naka-obstruct. Sa amin naman, sabi namin, pagka mayroon talagang paglabag ng batas, then we have to follow.
Tanggalin.
Tanggalin natin, kako. We should not protest about it. Sumunod na lang tayo. After all, it is also in consonance with the road clearing itong policy natin ngayon. Lahat ng obstruction sa sidewalk dapat talaga tanggalin. So, dapat tayo rin ang mauna. Hayaan natin, let the city engineer's office do the job of, dismantling yung ano na yun, yung arko.
No, hindi lang sa Titon, even in the place of Ed.
Doon.
I
Ang
always
sidewalk,
park there.
nakita ni Rex, yung sidewalk, yung
Both sides of the
fence ng
sidewalk.
building, on top of the sidewalk.
Both sides, ha?
Eh, hindi pa na-touch ng barangay. I don't know why. But that's why I will complain with Rex.
Alam
I
mo,
will get the details of that property.
alam mo, Ed, John, and Sunny Boy, kung ang ating ahensya sa ng gobyerno ay nagtatrabaho, from the start, makita mo na, bakit ka nag-construct ng concrete wall? That is sidewalk. You can
On
stop
top
it
of the
immediately.
sidewalk?
But our people in some agencies are sleeping. They will only know later on when the concrete wall is already there standing. So they will have a hard time dito sa Tugbungan, dito sa DC Road. I tell you, napakalit na daan. You cannot move if you meet another vehicle. You have to stop at the side. That is the job of supposed to be the city engineer's office. Long time ago, no? Although it happened not during the time of Engineer Navarro. But we are talking about city engineer's office, not Engineer Navarro. Diba, John? Our friend. We are not blaming him because these concrete walls were done during
Before
the time
him.
of the past administration, during the time of past city engineers. But we are just trying to let them know that these things must be
Corrected.
stopped.
Oh, stop
Diba?
already.
Through regular supervision. Sabi ni Engineer Navarro, mayroon din siyang lumalabas na mga inspector. Siya din lumalabas din. Oh, bakit nangyari ito? Yung kung lumalabas kayo sa opisina niyo, tapos pasok agad. Ha? With due respect to all of you, sa Pandos Los Pinos.
Ay,
This is very serious.
very funny.
Serious, no problem. Kaya dito sa Zamboanga, while the city is spending so much money, 200 million for the asphalt overlay. Pero tingnan mo ang overlay na ito. Para ka nakasakay sa pampot. Ha? Nailaala ko yung pampot ni Sunny Boy nung sa Buylobong. Gumagano. Ha? Para ka sumasakay sa pampot na maalon ang dagat. Yan ang karsada dito sa Zamboanga. Kaya tingnan nyo. I hope our local officers will go around. No? Go around and you will notice the condition of the road that we
The asphalted road.
asphalt overlay.
Contractor, kaya si contractural. Siguro
May contractor. Pero ang contractor naman dahil wala nagsusupervise sa gobyerno, they just construct it at their own will, no? Sa puti ba, kahit umuulan, saan ka makakita ng ano? Umuulan, nag-asphalto, walisan lang yung butas, tapos buhusan ng asphalto. At saka yung dilapidated roads should not be asphalted kasi if you put asphalt after 1 week, that will be, tutunaw yun di ba? Matutunaw. So, construct first, repair first before you construct the apply the asphalt overlay. The purpose of asphalt overlay is to protect the surface of concrete roads. Yon dapat not to repair, not to repair dilapidated roads. Yan ang problema natin dito sa Zamboanga kasi the mayor is serious in developing the city, but the agencies under the local chief executive are sabi natin na lazy and maybe stupid. Sa Pandos Los Buenos, matagal na. Ayan, pinin sa mga since 1960s, kalisa pa itong Zamboanga, kalisa pa ginagamit. I was here already. 10 centavos from the city proper to Pasunanga, kalisa. So, I am very familiar with the development in the city of Zamboanga. I have been traveling from Pagbabago to Zamboanga since 1960s. No? I've been passing this old barangays of Vitali, and Coruan, but its contemporary barangays na or cities like Lamitan, even Pagadian City, Bitali was even older than Pagadian kasi sa mga became a city in 1936. Pagadian was still maybe Purok before the war. So, with Kidapawan City, General Santos City, mga contemporary ito ng Bitali. John was in Naga. What was Naga before John? Diba? Very small.
Baryo lang yan. Andat kabasalan lang yan. Pero
Baryo,
ano ba
kabasalan.
Naga ngayon, ha?
Una man ang kabasalan kung el Naga.
Siyempre, kabasalan na.
Part of
Town niya,
Naga is
town
part
niya,
of
el
kabasalan.
Naga. Ante baryo man dito lang, barangay lang.
Ara
Cuando ya queda probinsya sa Sibugay,
Keda syudad el
ano
Naga.
bonito. Yan, hindi na sila de pahagat-pahagat. Ante, takalsa pa kami si pahagat-pahagat. Kamino yung galigatis. Nakakal tiyempo, advance kasi mga bitali, di kuruan. Tahre lang nga yun, di ba si Naga? Talya, kaya nakamuna na, doon naman si Don Naga. Na, ala na Naga, disita, kumbesa ka to, Bisaya. Kaya kumbesa to, Tabakang, insulta sila kunti. Kastila ni Bisaya ta! Kina, por ito, pambibiro sa mga Bisaya, dakukut ko.
Artilim,
Nakaroon, yan din sa Bitali,
Oo.
ano lang siyempre Bita, mamalo, ataman,
Guwapo pa.
at naka, real el camino, bonito, tabok ka gani ka lantes, akil ba, ante, tanda kami mangkon na lang, kapo mga kamaron, ay, problem, saan na dito, ay, kwan na doon, Mario, kaya, Mr. Apyag man, okay, sa wanda ka. Yes, sorry.
and they have a good beach in Naga. May beach in
Oo, beach lab yung bonito rin. Na, El Vitali, ito naman na.
Imelda town was only very small sitio in 1960s. Now it is almost it looks like a city. Just imagine. Diplahan, the same with Diplahan. Lamitan especially, very small barangay compared with Bitali in 1960s. Now,
Sorry.
after it became a municipality, it is now a city with 500 million pesos IRA versus 10 to 15 million IRA with Barangay Bitali. So you can just imagine. We missed how many IRAs in Zamboanga? If we create the province of Zamboanga Preciusa, we will be having an additional IRA for the province and for the municipalities. Now we are only receiving IRA for the barangays. You can just imagine, instead of having provincial era and municipal era, just like Sibugay, that's why Sibugay became very progressive when it was separated from Del Sur, because they have already their own era. Not like before that their eras came from Zamboanga Del Sur. Now with the status now Sibugay, maganda ang kanilang development. Ipil is now becoming a city because of itong foresight ng mga officials. Their foresighted yun, Sunny Boy and Ed, is 50 years, what will happen to April 50 years from now. Ganon katagal ang kanilang foresight, ang anticipation, imagination. Sa atin dito, ano mangyari sa atin 3 years from now, during their term only? Diba? Sa Pandos Los Pinos. Now we have so many candidates now trying to aim for higher position. Ang qualification niya, magaling magkanta. Sabi ko, if you're a good singer, you join the tanggal ng tawag na?
Tawag ng tanggalan.
Tawag ng tanggalan. Magaling daw mag-maneuver yun, bad weather. Join Pag-asa. Diba? Magaling sa distribution of relief goods. Join DSWD. Diba? Super honest. Join Kuwa. Ay, tilyo. Maraming. If you are so dedicated and sincere, join priesthood or pastorhood.
Ay, magkaris.
If you like to speak so much, you join the Pagbabago group.
Oh.
Kaya nga, we are encouraging our local officials. No? It's not too late to think deeper. For the past so many years, past decades, our thinking is very narrow, shallow. Kaya walang nangyari sa atin. We are sleeping in the pansitan, including some of people, because they are not enlightened, they are not oriented. So, kung anong ginagawa ng city officials natin, parang gano'n na lang, kontento na sila. without thinking that they could have done more. Di ba, John?
Kasi mayroon dito mga hindi maganda di aking mga political leaders. Taman mislead ko na gente. Kaya daw probinsyano. Na mira para pwede lang manipula, pwede lang usap con ustedes ansi na non creo con eso. Na esto tayo mga los de mga councilors que no hay naman daw sila klase leader. Pero sige siyempre de ese klase mentalidad. Probinsyano na amos así na siyempre mentalidad del gente probinsyano without knowing el real verdadero allí si queda kita provincia el queda de municipalidad allí na barangay it will go to the level of a town hindi se puede queda municipalidad unless crean na kita provincia. Kasi klaro mga leaders debe akara, hindi kay mislead kanila because di inyo pensamiento hindi bueno para manipula lang kung ito mga gente to let them remain in poverty and illiteracy para pwede lang natin usap mo na esos durante eleksyon. Así naman no hay futuro. Pero kita sa mentalidad si quiere kita deberasan progreso y mejor aquí na Zamboanga. Hindi lang kina sentro, entero ya Zamboanga. Pobre man eso afuera. Bien neglected ya esos. Pobre gatsus. Si deberasan kita para dila bien, kaya sa probinsya. Kadalya buen ejemplo si Davao, El Cagayan, Cotabato, todo tamira kita el mga bonito lugar allí. Nara kita. Backward lang siyempre. In fact, by miles siya hindi lang 20 years, kaya kasi 30 siyan sina kita pirmi. Ito mga psycho sa klase to, yabi na lang aki, usak ka na ito. Di ba rasa din siya? No, sila negas Salya susaki. Ay, sirbesos.
Serio, cosa tú puedes pensar? Corre que el niño no hablada, ¿no?
Ang may tinabla si Jung, debe pensay kita kung nardiaton puturo. Nung markel, kung may abla si Colonel Rex, nung kita pensakil diaton lang termino. Markel ba ata na 3 anyo lang diaton pensamiento.
Pensa kita,
We have to think
correct.
50 years from now, what will happen to Zamboanga City? Pero tiene da uno problema ara, el camino daw ta queda alto ya. Por eso tan sangit el mga kable arriba.
¿Por qué no? Sally boy. ¿Por qué no?
Siguro kay por kasa ga del daha no del overlay. Kay siyempre tiene man si height clearance. From that kelba original road. Nara ya sa Tusubi, natural tan sangit siya kel arriba.
Correct.
Esa daw uno problema ay don't tapakilaya man address ko na siya.
Tawag nito, over ang taas pero pag umulan, below sea level. How will you reconcile that? Huh? I have been in Zamboanga City since 1960s. Ilang ulan ang nadanan ko dito, hindi ko nakakita ng isang street dito na bumaha. Huh? After the rain, walang tubig. Later on, sabi nila, ang Pilar Street daw ay binaba dahil below sea level. Below sea level ang yung thinking. Your mentality is below sea level, not the road, not the sea. I tell you. Di ba? Sa Pandos, Los Buenos.
Acá no, Pilar.
This is my personal observation.
Street.
For the past almost 60 years, they have been here in Zamboanga City. Without mentioning that I first landed in the city in 1951. 51, I was 9 years old. I came back to the city in 1960 as a law enforcer. So, alam na alam ko paano lumaki ang Zamboanga. Alam na alam kung paano lumaki itong mga municipalities sa Sibugay, sa San Del Sur, in Cotabato, in Iloilo, in Davao, because I've been assigned there, in Tawi-Tawi. So, ito dapat titingnan natin kung paano natin i-improve ang buhay ng mga Zamboangueños 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years from now. Or even to next generation, up to 50 years. Di ba, Sunny Boy? So, let us be far sighted ba? Hindi yung Short timer, short term, o ano ba yan?
Alam mo,
Short term eh.
Alam mo sir, napunta nga dito si Manny Piñol, ang Minda. He is worried kasi kailangan na daw, kasi itong IAGA should be realized already. So, kailangan daw airport natin, transfer na talaga. Paano magwan yan? Realize ang leader natin dito? Paano lang man? Kaya el grande kayo, el ambisyon del presidente kung ito sa Zamboanga, the gateway niya para na Malaysia o Singapore na kung airport bonito ki. Bakit mo mahina lang itong leaders? Paano Kanto, anyo yan si plano?
Ara Jun, Asia
Ay,
daw Jun.
ha?
Asia daw airport.
Dakal auto dakal sa ano si tawag uy. Asia.
Ara Uyo, Asia daw.
Na.
Na Mercedes.
Dakal dia.
Alam mo, John, ang dahilan, bakit hindi tayo nakaano? Because of our damaged culture. Bawal maghingi ng tulong. Bawal maghingi ng, assistance from the national government. Kasi nakakaya eh. Bakit ka maghingi ng tulong? Kaya natin to. Pero hindi naman pala kaya. Kaya, pakaya-kaya lang. No? Tingnan mo, talking of airport, 1990, 1980 pa may plano sa Zamboanga. In 1990, I was in Iloilo. They transferred the airport from Mandurriao to Cabatuan. In 1992, the airport was very small in Jinsan. They transferred to 700 hectare area in General Santos City. Cagayan de Oro, he was assigned there 1995. The airport was transferred from Lumbia to Lagindingan. Panglao Airport was constructed. Then later on, Aklan, Albay. Saan po nga hanggang ngayon, wala pa. Wala tayo. We do not know how to ask assistance kasi bawal daw. Bawal ba yun? Bawal magiging na tulong?
Kasi mahirap daw. No, pwede. Anda na Malacanang, hindi sa Dilak. Hindi sila. Kaya sila, Malacanang pa anda kanila. Hindi ko na mga otro lugar. For the sake of the constituents, they humble themselves. They have to lobby.
Yeah.
Nandiyan itong mga leaders. As I have said, Yakeda Deputy Speaker, para Mindanao, Yakeda uno powerful chairman del infrastructure. Oo. Hindi ba? Ang isos. Ang kaya na tempo para asikuit, maglabi ka to siya. Ano sila siya?
The airport dakil dia produce dia uwi at araw na yung pagani araw daw plante daw.
How many square meters have been acquired by the city government so that we can construct an airport? It will take hectares, di ba? As of now, tanungin natin, ilang square meters? I tell you, it is not that easy.
Di sila ni kuagan pwede ka buka tera di detetuan lang ho. O men di si Sunny Boy. Ara buka ka mo tera kwanto hektarya?
Airport pa? Yung station na.
Timora sa 200 million o kwanto prekura para putenya daw pondo. Bira lang si Ole. O sa kanila dyan mo may gani dali mira kong pinyol del Minda secretary si Talya el gobyerno, el national government supportive kayo. Pero local leaders sa menya, aksyon niya na boka ki boka ka muli.
So, Ed, no? Itong election of 2022 is very crucial. If we fail to pass a bill for the creation of a province, I tell you, what will happen to sa mga 5 years from now? The number of vehicles is increasing every year. We have now around 150,000 vehicles are running. The only way to prevent or to slow down the coming over vehicles here in the city proper is to develop the far-flung barangays into a city so that the people will remain there. They will have their own employment, they will have their own businesses, they will pay the taxes right there, and their local leaders are right there from their place. Vitali, Coroan, Sangali, maybe Taloksangay, Colyanan, Ayala, and Labuan. So, if we have a progressive province, it will benefit the city of Zamboanga that will remain as a highly urbanized city. We will have 2 congressional districts and the province, 1 congressional district for Zamboanga City, just like Sibugay. Before, there was only 1 district, 1 congressional district. Now, when it became a province, another district was created. You can just imagine, they have 2 districts now with 1 province. So they got so much assistance from the national government. Dito sa atin sa mga ang assistant na kukuha natin.
Kita natin kalali ha, tabi niya so, kita tamin ng pakaro ha. Silang transfer the airport, dagat, kanya pinigataki, para pa. Ano sabi ko sa pasaka natin? Yaman pa, real. Yan, dali, yan, Davao siguro, Iloilo, si Pondo para. Una-una yan kasi kinasambangay, diba sir?
Yeah. 1980 pa may plano nito.
Ay, plano ay pa si Iloilo kagaya Davao, ay pa sambong gagayon. Sabi ko sa klase leaders, mentalidad ke, nakara. Ha? Dali pa ba suka natin? At ang pabungol niya lang suka natin, makikimanera kita, pang kunelo. Alto pal pride yaton. Ano ba? Sunny boy?
Alam mo, I was reminded.
Kala mo si
I was
Sunny boy?
reminded with the story dyan. Sunny boy.
Si Sunny boy.
Noong araw ang kapitbahay magprito ng asin para marinig ng kapitbahay na ng isda at saka karne yung piniprito. Nung marinig ng kapitbahay,
Ariya lang kita ba?
ito naman isa ng asin pinirito para marinig. So,
Hindi tatrasa.
asin prito compound.
Ay, senyor.
Isa pa nun, yung Bisaya, sinabi ng kasama niya, ikaw Bisaya ka, magkaon ka, kalamungay. Pero nung tumawa siya, ikaw, ay Bisaya po ka, may kalamungay, may ngipon.
Ay, mira. Yan,
Paano din,
bisto
Bisaya?
ka.
Ay, tiyo.
Ay, my
Isa pa
God.
dyan, this is his true story with Mayor Agan. Sabi niya, before, they were treated second-class citizen. 1950s kasi, wala
Wala talaga.
janitor na siya nag-aral. They were
Oh.
treated second-class citizen.
Second class lang pala.
Second class. He was the first second-class citizen to become a mayor.
Mira, sir.
First second-class citizen to become a mayor.
And the best pa, best! In terms of infrastructure, siya lang nagkuha ng yung Nunez Extension. Yan talaga, real to goodness road.
Ang tanong ngayon, sana yung mga first class?
Yun na. Sana yun ang first class.
Now people are selling their lands to the people of Basolta, Silan, Sulutawi-Tawi. Kasi hindi marunong daw magpatawad, walang patawad. Hindi marunong tumawad ba? So yung mga landowners before they were first class citizens kasi may lupa sila eh. Now they are selling it to some people from Basolta on condition that they will remain in the lot that they sold as laborers and tenants or workers.
Second class citizen.
But they have to swallow their pride kasi wala nang magawa eh. Because their area is not developed. But if there is a municipality there, these people will have employment, they will have itong mga business opportunities. They will not sell their lands at a very low price. Ngayon masyadong mababa ang presyo ng lupa doon kasi wala mang makikitang development. Nobody will put up a mall in Bitali, in Coroan, in Sangali. As long as it remains a barangay. But make that a municipality, you will notice that the expansion of businesses from Sangwa will be going to these municipalities. Kasi as years go by, the municipality is also progressing. The development of community is not done overnight. It takes decades, it takes years, but you have to start it. Di ba, John?
Correct. Bullseye talaga. Bullseye.
Just like planting a tree, ba? Planting a product.
Yes.
Parang tao ba? Bata ba? It takes years to grow.
To nourish.
Yun ang community. That is town and municipality. But if you have not planted anything, what will you harvest?
Yun ang nothing to harvest.
But anyway, marami pa tayong itanim sana pero wala nang oras.
So, okay. Na Sabado, uwi ustedes karamon uli from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Este programa, Pagbabago, ha?
Yun.
Kaya lang kita habla que may maman siguro na pero konto hindi at keda homeless mga 200 ka usay ke manera mira kita se. Okay, so tatermina tayo na issue lang, walang personalan. See you next Saturday.
I would like to thank our guest here, no? Sunny Boy Jalani, for being with us this morning. And of course, our avid listeners and viewers of Pagbabago program, thank you very much for watching and listening to this program every Saturday. So, happy weekend and God bless us all. Good morning to everyone.
Okay.
El de con todo suena claro y vapor sa estasyon de radio na entero Weste Mindanao. RPN D Triple X Radio Ronda Zamboanga.